Oh, welcome. We are warriors in a battle against obesity and a sedentary lifestyle. Welcome to the battlefield. Woo! Good morning. This is Stella Hay. I'm bringing you the video today. I'm going to demonstrate some squats and lunges. Anyway, first I want to tell you a little bit of how come and now that's going to be my mission statement. Warriors in a battle against a sedentary lifestyle and obesity. Years ago, I was working for the YMCA at Lake Wales, in Winter Haven. And the parking lot was not very lit, and I was working late that night, and I'd been personal training clients, and I had been teaching classes, and I left late. So the parking lot is not that well lit, and across the parking lot was a little plaza. There was a pizza restaurant there. And I heard this female voice yelling, "Help me, please, somebody help me." So I followed the voice, and I found this woman laying on the ground on her back in between the cars. And I turned the light on, and I had the light on my video, on my cell phone, turned on. Here was this obese woman laying there covered with spaghetti and pizza. She had tripped and fallen, and her food had come out of the boxes and scattered all over her, all over the ground. And I asked her what happened. She says, "I fell and I can't get up." Well, anyway, the woman was really large, huge, obese. And I said, okay, first I asked her, "Did you hit your head?" And she says, "I don't know if I hit my head or not." And I asked her the usual questions like, what year is this? What day is this? What's the date? Who's the president? All those things you ask when you think to assure that somebody might not have had a concussion. Well, anyways, I said, "You're gonna have to help me get you up. So I want you to bring your arm across your body, and I'll push you over, and when you get your hand on the ground, you can probably come to your knees and we can help get you up." Well, the woman's arm only came this far across her body. She was so huge. And I said, "Well, maybe if I roll you, can you lift your shoulder?" I could not roll that woman. She was heavy, really, really heavy. So I went around to the other side, and I tried to pull her towards me, and I still could not budge this woman. And she's laying there with breadsticks surrounding her. It was kind of a comical sight, but a pathetic situation. And so I ended up having to call 911 and have the first responders, the fire department, come out to pick her up. And of course, when they got there, they asked her, "Did you hit your head?" And they asked her all the questions I had asked her. But they got her up on her feet, and you would think that that situation would have been a realization to her of her being obese and unable to move and take care of herself. But no, when she got up, her concern was, damn, now I've got to go back in there and buy more pizza and buy more spaghetti. The light bulb did not come on. She didn't even think twice that her reality was she was obese, she could not budge, she was in a situation, she could not get up. And, you know, it just really floored me. And that's when I thought to myself, you know, here I am in a battle along with other coaches and other trainers against people like this that have no concept of their situation that they're in, of their health and wellness and their sickness and their inability to move. It was just really, really an eye-opener for me. And that is where my mission statement begun, but I did not know it was going to become my mission statement. So you can change your personality, and in turn, it helps you change your reality. And if that woman would have changed herself, her reality would have been a lot different today. I gave her my business card, and I told her I would be more than happy to work with her and help her with but did she ever call me? No, not at all. Well, anyway, I want to get on with the squats and the lunges that I wanted to demonstrate to you today. I'm going to show you variations. We're going to start with squats first. You don't have to use bar. You can squat with your body weight. That's not a problem. Or you can use a bar, or you can use a single weight. I'm going to start with the bar first. I kept the bar light. You bring the bar into an upright row, bring it into a clean and press, put it on the back of your shoulders. Your feet, you squat with your feet outside your hip width. Your toes track out slightly. You're looking at a clock and your toes are pointing towards the number 1 and the number 11. You just have that slight angle. And you bring the elbows up under the bar, lift your chest, embrace your core, and you keep the shoulders back and down. You sit back into the heels of your feet and power up. And you always keep your eyes forward, you never look down. The knees never come forward. You shift that hips back, and the knees are going to track out over the feet, and then you push through the heels. Now the wider you go, the more of the inner thigh on the inner leg, you're going to integrate and recruit those muscles more as you sit deep into it. You want to try to get down into that depth and power through. And you can take it a little wider and really get down there. And if you notice, my posture is always perfect. My posture is always upright. My eyes are always forward and in alignment. Now, if you don't want to squat with a bar and you feel the bar's a little too heavy, you can use a single weight. Your elbows are directly under the weight. The weight is at the collarbone. And once again, you can pick your hip width and you can sit back into the heels and you can power through. That is a squat. No, you don't have to use weight at all. You can use your body weight. When you squat, you bring your elbows up and then you hinge them down. That is to help you maintain the integrity of good posture when you bring those arms forward, because you don't want to be squatting like this. You want to squat with good posture, and you push through the heels and engage the glutes, the hamstrings, and as you come up the quads. So, that is a squat. Now a lunge. The lunge, it recruits every single muscle in the leg, the glutes, the quads, the hamstrings, the calves, and you've got some muscles down in the feet that strengthen. You need that strength in those feet for stability and balance. It's a part of walking, standing, and if you trip and you've got that good balance, you've got the integrity inside those legs, you're going to be able to catch yourself and not hit the ground. So a squat, legs line up with your hips. You put that leg back. Whoops. You put the leg back. You bend the knee, bring it up. You want that knee bent. You want to be up on the ball of the foot. That is to protect your Achilles and engage these muscles right here and all the way down. And you go straight down. Now this knee never goes past that heel. It comes out over the ankle. And you push through the heel. And when you push, you recruit the other glute muscle, the other butt muscle. So you can do the squat lunges without the weight. You can do the lunges with a bar. Once again, stepping back, hips line up with, legs line up with your hips, bend the knee, and you go straight down, straight up, powering through the heel. And this knee never goes past the heel. It hinges forward, and you push up. You are a carousel horse. A carousel horse goes straight down and up. You are not a rocking horse. You never want to hyperextend this knee past the ankle because you don't want to set your ACL, your anterior cruciate ligament, underneath your patella, the kneecap. You never want to set that up for injury. I've been in the gyms when someone has blown out their ACL, their ligament, and it sounds like a small gunshot going off. And at the same time, they hit the ground and they're in excruciating pain. They can't really be repaired, they have to be replaced. Where do they get that ligament? From another part of your body, your leg, or they get it for Catawba, somebody who's passed away in their organ donor. They can get it from one of them and they can replace it, but you don't want to go through that because it's months and months and months and months of recovery. So the other thing with a lunge, with a weight, the leg that's back, you hold the weight on that side, bring it back, and you go straight down and up. Once again, legs are always lined up with the hips on the lunges. You want for balance, you can keep your palm, fist on your hip and elbow out, and it will help balance you as you go down and up right here. You don't need to do lunges with weights. You can do it without weights. And once again, you want to make sure that your hands are positioned on your hips so that you're not leaning and not rocking. You're going straight down and up. Whew. I think I just cut my head off. Anyway, I wanted to explain the techniques and the safety, why we have the safety for feature built into working out. I see a lot of people in the gym go out there and they're doing squats and lunges, and they're doing them inappropriately, and they're setting themselves up for failure and injury. So the safety is always the very first thing. Then the targeting of the muscles. Anyway, the benefits are the stability, plus you're strengthening the tissue and the ligaments and the muscles that are around the joints, you're stabilizing so that you have weak muscles, weakened tendons, weakened ligaments. They do not stabilize the joints. So that is a very important part of healthy aging. Oh, anyway. Oh, for some reason my heart is just racing today. And I think it's because I'm just a little anxious. Anyway, until next time, please join me in this battle. Become a warrior, become one of the tribe, the many tribes, the coaches out there that are in this together, helping people to find themselves to a better lifestyle, to find their way, a healthy lifestyle, where they'll feel better, look better, be better, and they'll be stronger, fitter, and they will not be unhealthy. Fitness and exercise and what you put in your body go hand in hand. And you don't have to be deconditioned. As you get older, it is necessary that you pick up those weight. It is necessary that you eat right. Next week, I want to demonstrate, or else I'm thinking about taking you into one of my classes I teach, and I would like mainly to show the squats, what we do in class for the rep effect, which builds sternum and gets the heart rate up there. It is really a lot of fun. So anyways, until next week, stay on that battlefield. Be an example, be a shining example, be a leader. See you next week.